WGBR News Talk 1150. Good morning. The time is 8:37, and this is your Friday edition of Newsmakers. Hey, thanks for joining me this morning, and extra special thanks to my very special guests in the house. I'm not going to tell you who the honored guest is just yet, but I'm going to tell you who the almost honored guest is, Mr. John Bell, our representative.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's nice
you,
to be
John.
here again.
And I know now that your wife's name is not Put Me on the Spot. It's Kelly.
It's Kelly. Put me on the spot was a lot to put in those little blanks, so we just went with Kelly.
Okay, yeah, that's probably much better. So glad that you could be here this morning, and we are surprising our honored guest, who's Mr. Devin Hall, three-time state champion in the diving championship for North Carolina High School. He's got a big announcement that he's going to make this morning, but good morning, Devin.
Good morning.
And I have not revealed this in all the times that I've interviewed Devin, talked about him, done news stories on him. Devin is my nephew, my great-nephew, that my first niece, the one who made me an aunt, brought into this world. And I only mention, I try not to get real personal most of the time, but I say this because this young man has accomplished so much in his high school career and in his very young life. And his mother, against all odds, has raised him to be just incredible. She's a single mom. She has done an outstanding job. I cannot praise her enough, or Devin, and I'm just so proud of both of them. So there you go. Jackie Garrett, awesome job, young lady. Very proud of you. And Devin, go ahead first. Well, nope, we're going to tease everybody about what your big news is. But John, tell us why you're here, because I haven't told Devin a thing.
Well, it's one thing to have folks in our community that excel. It's just a wonderful opportunity to be able to compete in the state playoffs and have the opportunity to win a state title. When you do it, that's something special. And we've been blessed around here where, not just at Charles B. Aycock, but across the county, we've had teams with the opportunity and individuals with the opportunity to compete for that title. So to win, it's pretty special. To go back and repeat's really special. To go back and get a third one's something incredible. And you've done that, and I've had the opportunity to follow your career over the last couple of years, and it's just been really impressive. And then to learn what a stellar young man you are outside the classroom is just very impressive. So when you won your last championship, I got to thinking if there's something that I could do to help honor you, because this is such a milestone. And so I'll read what I have here, and it says, on the North Carolina House of Representatives Certificate of Acknowledgement and Congratulations. Whereas Devin Hall was an outstanding senior at Charles B. Aycock High School, where he actively participates in soccer, tennis, and the swim team, and is a member of the Student Business Leaders of America, the Photography Club, and Health Occupational Studies of America. He is active in the community, his church youth group, and works part-time as a diving instructor at the Goldsboro YMCA. And whereas Devin Hall is the first student in the history of Wayne County schools to win 4 consecutive North Carolina High School Athletic Association 3A Eastern Regional Championships in 1-meter diving, and the first student in history of Charles B. Aycock High School to win multiple state titles in the same sport. And whereas Devin Hall is to be commended for his excellence and his outstanding student athlete in achieving his 4 North Carolina High School Athletic Association 3A Eastern Regional Championships and his 3rd state 3A championship in 1-meter diving. Now, therefore, this, the 24th day of April in the year 2014, Representative John R. Bell IV extends sincere congratulations to Devin Hall on this special occasion of winning his 3rd state 3A championship in 1-meter diving. Signed, Tom Tillis, Speaker of the House, and Representative John Bell from House District 10. Congratulations. We are honored to at least be a small part in your celebration over the last couple months, and we just know that a lot of folks are really proud of you, and I'm very proud to not only be able to do this to you, but to have you as an ambassador for our county and the High School Athletic Association. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Woo! That's really something, Devin. It's not many people that walk around with a proclamation like that. So, John Bell, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you all for allowing me to do that, Carol. We really appreciate it. And Devin, I'm gonna go to work, but I'm gonna listen to you on the radio. So,
all right.
Thank you very much for what you do.
Thank you.
John, thanks so much. He's got to leave us for a moment, but that's all right. We're going to talk to Devin now and share with everyone listening his very, very big news, and that's that your diving career is not over.
No, not yet. About 2 weeks ago, I signed to the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, to go be on their swimming and diving team.
That's outstanding. That is so cool. You've got to be just really, really thrilled.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Because as luck would have it, UNCW is where you always wanted to go.
Yeah, it's kind of been my dream school since I started high school, and a second dream to go and dive for them, and I got both. So.
And you're not only going to go down there and participate on the diving team, but you've got a goal in mind, not only for your college career, but your career after that.
Right. I want to go and qualify and get into the nursing program and get my bachelor's, and hopefully after that, and go get a job as a registered nurse.
Now, do you think maybe that you're going to enjoy the beach life, or is it all going to just be about studying and going to school? And you're going to focus on that 24/7.
I think it's going to have to be a little bit of both.
I think you're probably right there. And that's a really tough school because it's a smaller nursing program, so that you've set a task ahead of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Their nursing program is very, very competitive.
But your grades are such that really shouldn't be a problem. And you've been kind of dallying in the nursing world because you've been working at Wayne Memorial Hospital, haven't you?
A little bit. Right now I'm in the nursing program at the high school, nursing fundamentals. They also offer it at the community college, and we just started clinicals the Friday before we got out, and so we'll be at the Bryan Center and Wayne Memorial 4 out of 5 days of the week from 7 to 11.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah.
So what have you liked so far about it? What's probably been the best thing in terms of clinicals or any part of the nursing program that you've been a part of so far?
It's all been really interesting, just getting to learn like how the body works and everything. But I'm really more excited to get the hands-on experience because the last semester when we went and did clinicals at the hospital, we didn't really get to do any hands-on experience. But now that we're taking the CNA class to be able to do our certification, we'll actually get the hands-on experience and get to interact with patients and everything.
That will be a lot of fun. That's when you feel like you're really getting to do what you want.
You feel like you're really doing something then.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of studying that goes along with it before then.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the diving for a minute. What was it like winning the 3rd state championship?
It was awesome. I don't really know how to explain it. I just really wanted to come back and kind of redeem myself from last year, and got to come out and do it. And my teammate, he also got to come and finish runner-up behind me, and so I was really excited for him.
Now, go ahead and give him a shout-out. Who's that teammate?
Willie Smith. He's a senior at Eastern Wayne, and he's about to sign and go into the military. But he normally had finished at states around 9th to 7th, and we've been talking about it all year about going 1-2 at states and how that had been our goal, and it came around, and we actually got to go out and achieve that goal.
It was pretty amazing because both of you were the last two standing.
Yeah.
As they were giving out the medals that day.
Mm-hmm.
That's really neat. Now, diving this summer, you got to do a lot of practicing, or do you wait until you get down there?
I've actually already started back practicing about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I'm back on the board now, trying to get back in shape before I go up to the next level and continue learning.
How does that feel to you right now? Does it feel different to know that you're doing it for a whole nother level?
Yeah, it's actually a lot more serious now. The fact that I'm going to go and compete at the D1 level, it's not just the high school meets here and there and conference and stuff. So we've been working really hard, and we've got a lot to look forward to and a lot to learn.
Have you had conversations with the coach on what you'll need to be practicing on this summer? Or?
Really what he told me is just to stay on the board, keep all my dives, keep them cleaned up, and he said learn the new ones that you can learn, get prepared to start doing 3 meter as well, and so that's what I'm doing, just trying to learn harder and harder dives and just continue learning.
I take it 3 meters is something higher than what you've been doing?
Yeah.
For those who aren't familiar like me with all the terminology. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break here, Devin. We're with Devin Hall, 3-time state champion, 4-time conference champion. Yeah, that's my nephew. We'll be right back after these messages on WGBR News Talk 1150. WGBR News Talk 1150. Good morning. The time is 8:50, and this is your Friday edition of Newsmakers. I'm Carol Bowden. Thank you for joining me this morning, and we're talking with Devin Hall, 3-time state champion, 4-time conference champion. Yeah, he's the diver from CBA Cock, and I know you've heard about him, and you're going to hear some more about him because he just announced, he just signed with UNCW. He's going to be a Seahawk. I'm a Seahawk. But look, first, before we get back talking with Devin, we want to thank Representative John Bell, North Carolina House. He just came in and presented Devin with a proclamation and a really cool certificate, and he had a minute to meet with him, and he's a great guy. He's a great guy. So we thank him for surprising you this morning. I think Devin, for once, was somewhat speechless.
I was a little bit nervous.
No need to be. He's just a regular guy. Remember, he's married to Put Me on the Spot.
Yeah.
Also known as Kelly. But anyway, so Devin, you're getting ready. You really, if you had not gone to UNCW, you were kind of ready to put the swim trunks away.
Yeah, I had actually decided I wasn't going to go dive in college. I kind of decided that it wasn't as fun for me anymore, and I just didn't want to continue and go on another 4 years with it. But there was the one little loophole in it that, of course, UNCW called me. I can't turn that down. He wanted to get all my information and bring me out on a recruiting trip, and I couldn't tell him no. That was my dream. So that
was pretty much all the blocks fit in all the holes. Everything worked out. And it could not have been planned any better.
It all worked out perfectly.
Because you've been to Texas for diving.
Yeah,
and,
for dive.
They were interested in you.
For dive camp, yeah.
And there were some other schools that were, but they were a lot further away.
Yeah, there was 2 smaller D2 schools. There was one probably about 30 miles from Chicago, and there was one in the heart of Mississippi.
Yeah. Mom wasn't ready for that, was she?
No. She's still not ready for UNCW.
Now, I understand that Charles B. Aycock has actually honored you in terms of your diving career with them. Have they not hung your Speedos up on the wall?
Oh,
that sounds a little
bizarre,
but it
sounds a little odd. They have a few jerseys and stuff that they've retired and hung up in the new gym lobby. And me and my coach, we were joking around one day saying, "Hey, we should get my Speedo hung up and retired." And she was like, "Oh, okay, we can do that." And she got in touch with the athletic director, and he said it was fine. So she has my Speedo, and we're getting a shadow box, and it's going to be up on the walls in the school.
Well, that'll be the next proclamation, because you've got to be the only kid in high school with a retired Speedo.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I don't think anybody's done that.
I don't think so either. Oh, my gosh. So have you been online and searched out the campus? I know you've been down there already for a visit. Is that right?
I went down there on my recruiting trip and got the tour of the whole campus, the pool, everything. Went to one of the baseball games and their homecoming basketball game. And it's a beautiful campus. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I'm really excited.
What do you think is going to be your biggest challenge?
Maintaining my grades high enough to get into the nursing program, because I think they only accept 60 per semester. So
really, it's that small a group?
Yeah, it's very small. I'll have to maintain 3.7 GPA at the lowest to even get in. So I'll have to hit the books really, really hard.
Well, that hasn't been difficult for you in high school, but it's a whole nother world.
Yeah, never really had to try real hard in high school, but college is going to be a big, big step up.
Yeah, a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
As long as you take your books to the beach, you can probably do, like you said earlier, and combine both.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I can study and surf at the exact same time. Might have to invest in some waterproof books.
Or books on tape, and then just
I could just listen to it.
So you like to surf?
I love surfing.
Are you good at it?
I wouldn't say good. I'm okay. I can surf, but
do we have waves big enough to surf?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I know all of these things, but Wilmington actually is probably one of the best places for it because of the way it juts out. It's further south.
Yeah.
So, well, that'll be very exciting. Now, when do you find out what time, or what time period you go back to school? When you'll be going to Wilmington and all that?
I think my move-in date is August 14th, and the first day of school is the 20th.
Okay. Mom just said something. What did she tell you?
Something about orientation. I think we're going June 11th and 12th for freshman orientation.
That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They'll definitely. You think you've seen everything on campus?
Yeah.
But I think you're going to see a whole lot more when you go down there. So, how do you feel about being a senior, leaving everything that you've accomplished behind and starting over? Because that's exactly what you're doing. Are you going to miss ACOG? Are you going to miss all the things that you've gone through for the last 4 years?
No.
That you are so not a girl. Yes, I'm going to miss all my friends. Not a thing.
No, I'm just kind of ready to get out of high school and get away from a little bit of drama in Goldsboro and get out a little bit.
Start that growing up period.
Yeah.
It's definitely a completely different phase, but you sound like you're ready for it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Really excited.
Now, other than nursing, what are going to be some of the other interests, or is nursing and diving going to be it for you when you go down there?
That's probably going to be it for me, unless, like I said, I don't get into the program. Then I'm probably going to have to start looking into like a backup major and end up switching my majors.
Yeah, well, that's not we're not even going to let that be an option when you go down there. So, when is the diving season? Is it a particular time period, or is it a year-round thing for Wilmington?
They practice year-round,
Really?
but their dive season is just about the exact same time as high school season. It starts at the same time, but it drags on for probably about another month or two. Because I finished up with states and went down on my recruiting trip, and then the very next week after I had left, they went and had their conference championships, and now I think a few weeks ago they had their NCAA, their zone championships, and so they're pretty much wrapped up now.
But it's still practicing year-round. There is no time off.
There's no time off for the college athletes, so they're always in the weight room or on the board or doing something that has to do with diving.
And will you have to do the weight room as well?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're so little. I mean, skinny. I guess they want to change that, huh?
I guess so.
I mean, he's already... I shouldn't say little or skinny. Guys do not want to hear those words. But Devin has like 0% body fat. He's ripped. He looks like he's already a perfect specimen of a human body, and so I guess they're going to make sure you stay that way, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Now, rumor has it that you're on the unlimited eating plan down there.
Yes, my mom got me hooked up with the unlimited meal plan, so I'll have unlimited swipes, so I can just go and just eat everything and just swipe for some of this and swipe for some of that over there and just eat it all.
I see them changing their policy next year after you've been there.
They might. They might run out of food.
Well, Devin, we've got probably about 60 seconds left, and I want to give you a chance to thank anybody that you'd like to thank or recognize for the last 4 years, or particularly the last year when you...
I really just like to thank all my coaches and family and friends and everybody who's supported me and kept up with my diving career, and anybody who's really helped me out or given me any kind of motivation or helped me through high school at all.
He's a smart boy. He did not name names, and that way he
Didn't
left
leave
nobody
anybody
out. Exactly right. Jackie, I'm going to ask you to come up to the mic for just a second here, but it's been a phenomenal 4 years.
It has. It definitely has.
You excited about Wilmington?
I am. I'm excited for him because I know that's what he wants to do, and I'm excited that he picked a college in state, so it's not that far away.
That's right. You can get there straight shot down.
Gives me a reason to go to the beach.
As if you needed one, right?
Yeah.
As if you needed one. Well, that is just about going to wrap it up for us on Newsmakers, and what an honor it is, Devin, to not only know you and follow your career, but to be your aunt as well, and get to interview you and share with Wayne County not only what you've accomplished, but what you're getting ready to do. So thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
That's going to wrap it up for Newsmakers on this Friday. WGBR News Time is 8:59. Do me a favor. Go out and make it a great day.